Hey everybody, I'm Sam.
I'm Will.
And I'm Adam, and we are
Working Title.
Gentlemen and ladies of the court, we are back for another episode of Vinland Saga, Season 1, episode, what is it, 21?
Goal.
21, what are we on?
21 reunion.
21. Last on, Canute and his posse strolled up to the king, Sven himself.
challenged him.
A match to not be trifled with. The king is in fact intelligent, even in his old age, and they're not going to be playing around, so we have to be smart about this. Looks like we're all going to York, where, what's his name? Leif Erikson is located.
For a banquet.
The brothers have dipped out. Bjorn is recovering. Askeladd and Thorfinn might be the assassin of the king. We don't know who's going to be assigned to what job yet. And Canute is bringing us to paradise.
Bjorn's probably dead though.
Let's hope.
He said, yeah.
Fatal wounds.
Yeah.
Into
Super
the
healthy.
intestines.
Just needs a mushroom.
If you enjoy our reaction, leave a like, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when we drop more Vinland Saga reactions. Comment down below what you think about our episode of the video. Hey, tell us how to say what up in Norse or something. I don't know what they speak. And if you want to check this out on Patreon 1 week in advance, hit the link in the description, along with some Hawkeye, some Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and some more shows coming out near the end of December.
It's not a market substitute. Sam! Tell him why!
Because you need to go support the show on Amazon Prime and then come back and watch your boys, Adam, Will, and Sam on Working Title. Hate talking in the third person. We're going to punch it. Bah! I love it.
Yeah, you do. I really don't like the theme song for this season.
Really?
Yeah.
You
Well,
mean
we're starting with it.
this
one.
part?
Yeah. The first one was so much better.
1014年現在、
真珠。
ヨークは
よ
スウェンを率いるデンマークバイキングの支配下にあった。バイキングたちは
Oh, that
その
was
商
when
人として
Leif Erikson is.
担っていた。
Oh yeah, because he saw them trading a woman.
俺たちはお情けで奴隷を解放できるほど金持ちでもないんだぜ。もう11年も経ってるんだ。そろそろ潮時なんじゃないか。
Time for what?
Giving
Give
up,
up.
probably.
トールズがいなければわしらは無事では済まなかった。
Oh, that guy was with
Oh
them.
my gosh, they catered their lives to trying to free slaves.
I must repay him for his help. Yeah.
They would have been slaves back then.
はい、よせんか。戦闘の船はもう。
Oh boy.
Hair bonnet.
He's gonna recognize Askeladd.
ローマの時代が栄えている
And Thorfinn.
おい、とっつぁん、戦備の方やってくれ。
Does he
Does he
realize?
see him?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He saw Askeladd. That
Yeah,
man.
Damn.
そうだ、間違いない。あの顔を忘れるものか。
God, he looks so much younger then.
あしらった。
どうする王は明日の宴席で仕掛けてくるぞ。
さて、それなんですね。
Potential assassin?
我々が後手に回るのは明白でしょう。例えば殿下とトルケル殿にそれぞれ別の領地を与え孤立させる。それは褒美であり、命令でもある。
Yeah.
逆らえばクヌート王子に範囲ありとなります。いるも役も陛下次第なんですよ。
Askeladd is so supremely smart.
Yeah.
That's great.
Very intelligent.
えクヌート殿下。
Oh boy.
あなたはここで
Oh boy.
死ぬってことですよ。
Confused.
Probably a show.
ちょうどいい仕事だぜ。
I think it's a fake.
Thorfinn's killing this motherfucker.
Yeah.
やばいことになってんぞ。こりゃ関わり合いにならねえ。
He's going.
おい、とっつぁんどこへ。
Oh, leave.
あいつだ、あいつがいた。
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Thorfinn
Thorfinn.
is
Thorfinn's right there.
Oh no, dude, he's gonna see Thorfinn just murk.
Oh no, it's
Oh no. Yeah.
Will they recognize each other?
He'll recognize him for sure, dude. There's no way.
手間取らせやがって。
Oh man.
Come on, say something. Say something. No.
What? What? Just a halfway. Just a halfway. Dude, that was not halfway. We're like only 3 minutes in.
なんだこりゃ
Crossbow.
From the French.
ってそれ
Points it right at his face.
いやわしはごまかそうたってそうはいけんどっからどう見てもアクトゥール連れで
Oh! He just smacked the shit out
Yeah.
of this dude.
待て待て待て待て待て
Mada, 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 mada.
使いでチビで若くてもしかしてあんた
Thorfinn, son of
カル
Taurus.
セブリ
Oh, Carlos Finney.
カルルセブン。
That's not, yeah, I was gonna say that's not his last
あれ
name.
だって
It's like Snorenson or
知らない
something.
のかノッポのトルケルにナイフ
Who won a duel against Thorkel the Tall with only 2 knives.
そう出身はアイスランドじゃないかね
He doesn't recognize the
No.
leaf.
トールズの子トルフィン
Taurus.
Come on.
ほんとリーフのおっちゃん
You leaf. Oh,
yes.
yes!
Aw.
Oh.
He's probably like, why is this guy hugging me?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Damn, he
so
legit
did
got
happen?
shot?
I thought it was gonna be like a fake thing.
This has to be. I'm with you. This gotta be a plan.
But no, Thorfinn just killed the guy who really shot it. So it was a fake. What is happening?
Wait, I'm so confused.
Is it a slave?
そうじゃないかなとは思って
It wasn't Canute.
Man.
やっぱ全然は同じなんだ
バカ者。
Man.
私はここだ。
The bonnet.
やっぱり
Oh shit! How did we not see
Well,
that?
I said that, but I was like,
But when
I
they-
didn't think it would be something important.
男の奴隷ではお姿に似たものが手に入りませんでしたので
It was a slave.
Oh, that's the same slave from the last episode, I'm pretty sure.
So then put her out of her misery.
すまぬことをした。
Y'all
し
failed.
かしまあどうやらこのヨークにはあなた様にあだ名さんとする者が潜みおるようです
Oh, Floki.
This dude's a rat.
He knows that Askeladd's
やっ
cunning.
ぱり仇討ちを
ああ。野郎は必ず俺が殺す。ヴィンランドは今どうなってる？
In Finland, not Iceland.
父上が生きたがっていた。
お前がいなくなってから
俺は時々
ヘルガの
Oh, no.
俺はヴィンランドのことを聞いてんだよ。聞いてもねえことをペラペラと。
おい
Sheesh.
おいこら
Not until he's killed this man.
あんたに何がわかる？あの日から今日までの俺の何を知ってるってんだ。
Yeah.
ハセラトや！野郎が生きて飯を食い腐されてる間は十分じゃねえ！十分じゃね
He might be worse than Arya in
Yeah.
terms of wanting this revenge.
あの陽気だった幼子が
So it happens when you murder somebody's father in front of them and then let them live with that same man for the rest of their lives.
わしはこの町にいるぞトルフィンフリーへ帰ろう
Mm.
おい酒だうわ悪いないい部屋じゃねえかビョルン
Oh, that's Bjorn.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
アトリのやつがなお前に詫び入れたいって言ってたぜ戦場での切った切られた裏に下したぐじぐじ根に持つのはトルフィンだけ
Yeah.
いいから行けよ悪巧みの時間なんだろ
Make your
Evil
evil plans.
アシャントお前 足の具合はどうだ
Oh, frick, he got shot
Yeah.
up. I forgot about that.
ちっとこれ剣を使うのに触りはないなら明日
We fight.
分かった
Oh, maybe
Kill the king.
not no.
A duel.
Maybe something to like die with a sword, like Bjorn to die with a sword in his
Like
hand.
the one dude from Vikings who lost an arm. He got 2 women pregnant and he didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Look at the
やりお
colors.
るな
Yeah.
Whoa.
Very
Is that an
maleficent.
Aurora Borealis right now?
It's laid a curse on this town.
そういや偉い人なんだし命ぐらい狙われるだろうよ
でもよこの町にはすでに
Bro, they're putting it together. Ah!
噂程度の話そのくらいがちょうどいいんです暗殺者を雇ったのはおめえか
He hired the assassin.
あの演出があって初めて噂は真実味を持って広がる
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's why Floki said they had been outwitted.
そこへこの暗殺未遂と噂
Yeah.
Yeah. Frick.
トルケル殿を殿下から奪ったり激戦地へ送り込んだりすれば噂の後押しになります
Nice. That's how they keep everybody
は
together.
人気商売です軍民の己に対する悪評は捨ておけんでしょう小殺しなんてのは特にね
Smart man. Very smart man. Yeah, you're so
み
cunning.
んなどこでも触るわけ
Where'd you learn how to do it?
力押しだけが戦じゃねってことだよ勉強になったら
しましたくわいしらっただな
This guy's gonna be pissed when he figures out Ragnar killed
それはどう
Askeladd. Or Askeladd killed Ragnar, sorry.
一学託したようですので私はちょっと用事
I'm going to run some errands. Yeah, right. This guy's gonna.
本当に心強いな
Yeah,
I don't
BS.
trust him.
グンナル殿を信用してはなりませんグンナルが来るなら
Yeah.
今の話を今夜中に伝えるでしょう確認のためトルフィンに尾行させていま
And
す
then
God damn.
kill that guy. Let's go, Thorfinn. Kill the spy.
We're going to kill him.
泳がせましょう
Let him work.
彼を通じてこちらが
We'll use him to tell the king bad info.
これで私の作戦は完成
Dude.
Ta-da!
まったくそのために
Wow, look.
明日の王陛下の反応が楽しみですな
That's so cool.
Badass house.
それが戦士のやることか
Nope, it's not.
彼のやることは一つだ
午前会議の前にどうしても終わったトルフィン
What
Whoa.
the fuck?
私が辞めろと言ったら決闘は終わりだ双方良いな
No, he does not.
が少々お待ちください天下実は戦略がありましてじきここに
Bjorn.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
We're gonna fight.
Fight Bjorn.
Yeah,
Dog.
to die with the sword in his hand.
トルフィンすぐすぐ
承知した始めよ
Damn, man.
Just drive him through.
アシュラットあんたは強くて賢いあんたを尊敬してる
Oh,
Damn, I really did not want him to go.
yeah.
俺を腹の底では嫌っていてもな、寂しくねえのかそんなに何もかも拒んでほらさあんたと友達になりたか
I
っ
knew he was gonna say that.
Damn it.
I knew he was gonna say that.
I hate this.
Yeah,
Why does
sucks.
that? Why does that have to be this way? Oh, is he dead?
Did he die?
Okay.
He's gotta go to Valhalla.
Whoa.
急所を外しちまった。すぐ楽に。あんたと友達。
Man.
Dude.
ああ、ビョン。お前は俺のたった一人
Yes,
Only
tell him.
friend.
友達だ。
Yes.
go.
Oh,
This is
thank God.
awesome.
Oh, thank God. He can die happy now.
Yeah.
Oh. That's why he trusted you, man.
You see his eyes get bigger.
Yeah. Man, this show's crazy. See that aura around him?
I just saw it.
Yeah.
That was so weird.
I thought it was gonna be like Thorfinn and now looking at him differently.
Oh. Bitch.
Do you guys know who I'm talking about? The character in Vikings that happened earlier on. He had
Um,
long hair.
Blonde hair. He
Yeah.
wanted to die, so he had a missing arm, couldn't fight, so he went up on the hill and got shot with
yeah.
arrows.
Yeah. That's what I was getting
There's a
at.
song for him in season 3 that I remember listening to.
I forget his name.
I do too.
was a good
he was
character.
he was buddies with One Eye.
Yeah.
It's funny that they did the halfway mark so early on, and they also put the intro right away with no scenes, because they wanted everything to be conjoined as one little quick movie together, so you could see the whole plan unfold. That was a good
It
episode.
was a very good episode.
Yeah. This latter half, ever since Canute has like changed, has been like, I will say, show had an interesting start. For me, it was kind of mid after Tors died, and then once Canute came back, I was like, or once Canute became like who he is now, that's when the show is like made me really, really into this show. So,
Same. It peaked for me after Thorfinn had bloody murder on his hands for the first time ever, screaming in the sky, that episode. And then, mid for me for a good while. Like not intolerable, but like a bit slow. Like, I think that would have been the best portion to watch altogether. Like, I think there's like, I don't know how many episodes, like 7 or some that are like, everything from after.
it's like episode like 6 to like 14 or something like that.
Yeah. Everything with the Roman guy. And then the death of Ragnar helped jump into the next portion of this show.
Yeah.
But it's nice though where we are, because it's a nice reflection on where we have been and like moving forward, like we do, regardless of whether we cherish these characters as like comparable to other anime characters we watch. We've still spent the time with them, so we still have that connection of spending hours with these characters, just like any other character.
Yeah.
And some of them are definitely worthy of note to be like a consideration for like a top tier, like Askeladd especially. Like, I don't know if he'd be necessarily on my top 10 anime characters, but I could see him being like a top for many people.
Mm-hmm.
He slowly moves up the ranking like every episode, honestly.
Yeah.
He's such a Game of Thrones character. He's such a... He's like a Tywin hybrid and a Baelish hybrid.
But a wildling.
Politically, and then... Or like, I guess... Yeah, and then the warrior part is like completely...
Yeah.
Also
Kind of
great.
comparing him to Erwin Smith.
Yeah, I mean, just like masterful in what he does. He's tactical.
Yeah.
He's a genius, dude.
What's really cool about him is how advanced he can play the chess pieces. Like, I don't know. I'm okay when it comes to like board games against players where I have to think a couple moves ahead, but the stuff he's doing is so like well thought out. He's great at, what is it called? Risk assessment.
Yeah.
Like prepping to know not only what people will think before you arrive, but then how to incite what people will think for the next week.
Yeah.
Which is really impressive. Like he did the hit on Canute with Canute's knowledge, so that the rumors could get spread through the people, so the deception would start happening amongst everybody. Like I could never think of that.
Yeah.
I could never do that. I'm not that smart.
Yeah. Well, that was originally too. Like, I guess it's a good place to start the episode. That's what I thought he was getting at first. He was like, well, you're gonna die here. Or your assassination attempt will happen here. However he said it.
Should we reveal it here or something? It was something like that.
No, he was saying that like
you're gonna die.
He was saying you're gonna die here. He said like they're gonna make a move and you're going to die here, and then the double
arrow
got shot.
Yeah.
I think that they did do a trick on the animation though, like for the viewer until it's revealed that it was a woman, because the arrow, when it shot into his back, it looked like it shot into his back.
It did.
And it was a green robe.
Okay,
And then when they're all standing on the pier over the body, it's an orange robe and wearing the Valkyrie helmet. You know what I mean?
Is the arrow not in her chest?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So
they showed Canute's reaction too, going.
yeah.
So I think it was supposed to be like that wasn't what we're seeing.
Yeah.
Like you know how artistically when they're like, here's the plan, but they show the plan and you think the plan's actually manifesting, but it's still them talking in the tent.
Yeah.
Like Vikings would do that. The battle would take place in the show, and then like we're still back at camp when they're talking about the plan that's happening.
While we watch the battle.
Yeah.
It'll be like somebody dies and they're like, no, that's not a good idea. Let's move left instead of right. And then it's like they live instead of the death of whoever.
Yeah.
That's what we got here.
Leif Erikson's also in York.
Yeah.
And recognizes Askeladd right off the rip. And Thorfinn takes down the assassin and runs into Leif, and Leif recognizes him. I mean, doesn't recognize him immediately, but is pretty sure who he is. And once it's confirmed that it is Thor's son, he gives him like
Big
a really
hug.
sweet embrace.
Yeah.
Probably like the first love and affection Thorfinn's seen in
11 years.
Yeah, 11 years.
Yeah, really. Thorfinn shut it off though.
Yeah, he didn't really. Not that he didn't care, but he was like. I mean, he's just so jaded by the death of his father and Askeladd, and like wanting that like ultimate revenge.
And all the stuff he's done in the past 11 years. He even said that to leave.
You know, it's like you can't even imagine what the kid's gone through, from like surviving on his own to getting his ass beat to being in war and like killing people. You know, like it's.
And the last time he saw them, he was a young, immature kid who probably got annoyed with his sister. Or begrudgingly would get annoyed by his mom.
Or wanted to play warrior with his white buddies.
And that's like the last image he has of them. So growing up without them, stuck with a bunch of insane men, he probably still only thinks of them as that. So the love might still be there, but it's not affectionate like how you might want it to be. Like it's like another time. Like when the time comes, I guess I'll appreciate it. But right now, I have other things that I love. And the love is the revenge for this man I hate. Or he's just not loving. Or he just doesn't have the love.
Like you said, he's jaded.
He lost it, yeah.
Emotionless.
Askeladd and them, after it's revealed Canute's alive, they walk by Floki, and it's like, looks like there's some people out in this town to get you, like my prince. Blah, blah. And Floki shits his pants.
Yeah, it does.
Had that Barrett-told sweat that just stayed there.
And, he approaches King Swen and is like, dude, we got outplayed. Like, we got outplayed super hard right now by Askeladd. And King Swen said Askeladd has put a curse over this city.
Yeah, so I don't know if it was an Aurora Borealis. It might just be the green to show, like, sickness. It's the typical sickness color.
I think it was that, because once that happened, then we saw all the rumor and the gossip going, the prince died. No, he didn't die. Someone tried killing him. Well, I heard that the reason he died is because King Swen doesn't want him. You know what I mean? Like they sowed
safe here.
Yeah, they sowed the seeds of distrust and doubt amongst the people that are in York.
And it worked so well.
Yeah, it worked perfectly.
You think the banquet's like the next episode, or do you think it's like the next 3? We only have 3 more episodes. I thought we had 5. I'm so frustrated.
No, I said we had 4 the other day. I mean, the show comes out in like 2 months.
Okay, cool.
Remember, it's supposed to come out in February, season 2.
And JJK is also this coming year?
December or something.
Apparently Christmas Eve is, I think, the
December
movie.
24th.
The movie, but that's only releasing in Japan. They haven't set
Put a
the
US.
release.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they do
so
that.
we might have a couple
It could be like a
months to
month
wait.
or something.
Could be more, yeah. Who knows?
No.
I saw when I looked it up that it's like a 2022 like later year release, so we might have to wait a bit.
I also saw, this is random, but I also saw that JJK is the highest selling manga in 2020.
That's
or
crazy.
2021.
That's awesome.
Damn.
Like it was like higher than
AOT?
higher than
Wow.
Demon Slayer, AOT.
Whoa.
Everything.
And this show came out in 2019, so we'll be able to watch it live because we're watching in Japanese. We won't be like some of those channels that have to wait for the English version. Let's freaking go. Because I think the English just released this year because that's why some channels have just started it, because the English just released. I mean, we just started too.
Ridiculous how long it takes to translate.
But that sucks because Attack on Titan was like right away.
That show's too big to not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, they had the secret meeting about their secret plan with random dude, or Thorkel's random dude, Thorkel. I don't know. That
Yeah,
guy's
I don't
name,
know. Long hair.
Thorkel, Canute, Gunnar, or Gunnar, or whatever you want to call him,
Yeah.
and Askeladd.
That dude has the biggest cone head, worse than Ragnar. It is so apparent.
It's because it's like more skinny and long.
Yeah.
Than like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
short and stout version.
Dude, even that plan was awesome too. Like, no, prepping
For him
to
to
sow
be
the
traitor.
seeds even with the king. Like, what did he say? Like, he wants the king to know what's happening. I
False
thought
info.
Thorfinn was going to go kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And then let every news a piece of info come out after be the thing that they start saying to the king. He's just literally telling the plan to the king like an F you. Here's what I just did. The country's or this town is against you now, so you can't openly put me at a disadvantage when we show up because they're gonna know. They're gonna know that you're trying to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you gotta remember too is that he when he sent him away, and then he tells Canute, "Hey, he's not trustworthy," and he's like, "Well, why do you think that?" And he's like, "Well, it's just my gut, and I have Thorfinn falling out there." And he said, "Now the king thinks we're playing a long-term game, not a short-term." Because remember, the whole idea about it was that the king now can't separate Thorkel and Canute.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's gonna have to keep them together to like so we can like make a plan. Where in reality, they might actually just be killing the dude in the next few days. They're making the king think they're gonna do one thing, and then as soon as Gunnar or whatever his name is leaves,
They're gonna do another.
they're gonna do something else.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna keep on telling things to Gunnar to make him think it's a long con.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's the opposite of a long con. It's a short con, but using a long con as the open,
As the
obvious
decoy,
ploy.
yeah.
Which is, I've never seen that before. That's interesting.
You know,
It's the art of war, man.
Askeladd's just got too good of intuition
Mm-hmm.
about these things.
He's really good. And I love that he's proud of himself, too. It's great when he's good at something and then he can be proud of it. It's like Bakugo. When you're great at it and you can also be joyful in your greatness.
Yeah.
Because who's going to tell you that you're an idiot? Because you're doing everything perfect as you're being... It's awesome. I love those kind of characters. So self-righteous. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And then the sad part of the episode.
Bjorn, man.
Bro.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's funny because Thorfinn's trying to kill Askeladd before Askeladd can have his glory. He's like, really? We're doing this now?
Yeah.
And then, we have another appointment.
Yep, and he gave Bjorn his Viking death in battle.
Damn, he messed it up too.
What?
Yeah,
He was like, I missed the
that.
vital spot. I'm so sorry.
And he told him, he said, Askeladd, I
Wanted to be your friend."
wanted to be your friend. And he's like, and in his mind, he's like, why, you hated me, you hated everybody, you hated my friends. Why do you feel lonely?
Yeah.
And then, Askeladd, luckily he told them, he said, like, you were my only friend, and Bjorn passed away. Which I'm happy about.
I'm so happy he heard it.
Yeah, he heard it, and B, I do think that was truthful of Askeladd.
Yes.
He had no reason to tell him that other than he was honest. And
Yeah.
Bjorn was the only one he trusted, like,
Yes.
at the end of the day, like, out of all his men. Like, he
Yeah.
legitimately trusted him to protect Canute and follow the plan. And, like, he trusted him and Thorfinn, only Thorfinn, because he knows Thorfinn's going to do whatever he can to keep Askeladd alive so he can kill him himself. And Bjorn, because he's his real good only friend.
Yeah, well, he told him there would always be moments where, like, the Vikings were all huffy and puffy and upset at what Askeladd's radical plan was, and Bjorn would share his discomfort, and Askeladd's like, no, you're good. Here's all the plan right now. I'll tell you everything. Like, he told him quite a bit.
He did.
It's just sad that, like, in Bjorn's, like, final days, he thought that Askeladd hated him all this time. Which was, like, really, like, that's just a sad thing to think about, that the guy he spent his whole life following, and even stood up for him when everyone else turned against him, still felt like he hated him. But it didn't matter to Bjorn. Like, Bjorn still cared about him. So it's good that he got that reassurance at the end. Like, yeah, dude, you were my friend. So
wasn't Bjorn the one who asked Askeladd, or Askeladd asked Bjorn, "Why are you following me?"
Yeah, he asked him, and then Askeladd shared his reason too. That it's nice to follow somebody that you get to choose to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Canute, Bjorn to Askeladd. I also like the eyes expanding. The sign that he was
fading.
It could be that too.
Or love.
Yeah, love. Like,
yeah.
when you see it, you're affectionate towards something, your eyes expand.
Yeah.
What happens to your eyes when you die? Do they also do that?
Usually in anime, they show like the black and the color part fade together, so like you're gone.
Yeah. Well, it's like you could tell it's a weird thing that in like real life, like you can tell when like the light has left somebody's eye, like the life has left somebody's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can look at somebody and see from like the, where they were, like, oh, I'm actively conscious, and it's just like gone at that point.
I've only seen that with animals. I've seen dead people, but not in the the transition period.
Yeah.
Just the whole moment was very beautiful. The lack of music, the lack of sound when they charged at each other, I thought was one of the coolest parts.
Yeah.
The scenery was, of course, beautiful. I liked it all. I even liked the conversation beforehand too, where they talked about how he doesn't hate Askeladd, like you were saying, like he doesn't hold the grudge against Otley for stabbing him, and like you said, he doesn't hold the grudge that in the end he thought Askeladd didn't like him, and they're like, yeah, only Thorfinn keeps the
grudges,
which is very wild for Vikings. Like, they love war, but I guess they don't really hold it against people if you betray, because it's kind of the Viking way. It's kind of like the meme of the Viking show is, well, your enemy one day is going to be your ally the next day.
Yeah.
If it works in your favor, it's all just for the glory of Valhalla. So
yes.
Was that the last thing? And what happened with Thorfinn?
They're about to have their duel.
They didn't have it.
He Askeladd like wipes off the blood, kicks it off, and he says, "Come at me. I'll play with you now."
Play.
Yeah.
So that's so great. You're not even the real competition. It's just
You're not a man. You're a child.
Your little game.
Well, even that, I was thinking, like, Askeladd's probably pissed. I mean, like, his buddy just died, so like he's probably gonna, like, as all out as he can go with his like bum leg and and him being old, he's probably gonna like beat the crap out of Thorfinn.
You ain't gonna let Thorfinn take his big dub that's coming up.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they're both crippled.
To the end.
They are both crippled, though.
Yeah.
I completely forgot Askeladd got riddled with arrows
In both legs.
because they didn't really show it after that episode.
Oh, they did the anime thing where he just forgot about that his legs were filled with arrows and started walking.
Thorfinn's arm was like this, and now he's all good and fighting with
He has a
daggers.
contraption.
Just in case it breaks.
Is a splint. Is a splint like holding it in place. Hence why I have the knife sticking out.
It looks like a scorpion.
Have you guys seen that King Arthur animated movie? Where the dude steals Excalibur and he literally puts it in his arm and it rotates. It's also a musical movie, I think. There's a dragon with two heads.
I can't remember.
Okay. There's a dude
I feel
who's
like I know what
blind.
you're talking about,
It's when King Arthur's like king. He's older.
but you'd have to show me. I don't know.
It was like from a long time ago.
Okay. Alright, well, guys, if you made it this far, we appreciate you, but we're going to see you in the next episode. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, check out the comment section, leave your own comment about what you thought about this episode and what you thought about our reaction, what moments you liked from it. If you want to see these a week in advance, they are available for you on Patreon, so go check it out, as well as some of other shows. And for the time being, we are going to punch it. See ya.
Bah!